Yeah, drown out my problems, let me point up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you...
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Carolina Panthers.
Ready? Get ready. Mike 54. Don't get nervous. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Hut. Watch the backer.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Leonard Fournette. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Spin 60 yards. Tight dog.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
We're okay. 180. You better be afraid of me. Get on!
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Watch the screen. Watch safety screen.
Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers, and caught by Henry.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Throwing Rivers. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers, too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Mike 54. Get your swerve on.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. This is caught by Antonio Brown. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. He'll get 3 up to midfield. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Yeah, Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gerald McCoy able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. We're scoreless after 1.
Red. Wait, 89.
Draw play. This is Henry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Fournette. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Henry, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Preston Smith there on the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 36, Rivers over the middle, complete. That's Person. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 52.
Now it's Henry. But he breaks through another tackle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. First down, Rivers. He completes it to Henry. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Play action now, Rivers. And his throw here's incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Here we go, here we go.
What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Rivers on 1st down. Got him in. It's Brown. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll throw again. Rivers. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away. To the air again here, Rivers. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Again, it's Rivers. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. From 3 yards out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Rivers now. Complete. It's Henry. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Rivers now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Rivers on the money, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Rivers. This will be caught by Brown. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Running from the gun with Henry. And an alley to run. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw is Rivers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming.
All right, 180. White. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. White, 89.
Now Rivers. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now Murray off play action. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they go jet sweep. Here's Sanu. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a third down.
Come on, set. 54. 60 out low. 54, Mike. Coming. Mike's 54.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Off the bootleg, Murray. He can run for it, and he will. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Panther first down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, that's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going. So, I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Murray now to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Throwing on first down is Murray. And an alley to run. Murray has the first down and more. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender. I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. People who kiss it on the ground.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. A gain there of 21 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Murray now. On the right side, open is Gesicki. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. Kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the... And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Gerald McCoy in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Murray. It's complete to Williams. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw, it's Murray on the move to his left. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a first and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Back to throw. This is caught by Williams. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here's second and goal operating from the 8-yard line. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And some strong running. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. He's back to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Back to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Cortland Sutton. His first touchdown on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, but it'll be second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Goes underneath for Henry. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Now Rivers. And caught by Henry. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And that changes everything here in OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Now the first throw in overtime for Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield. Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They only get two there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Ready! Block 15! 54, block 54. Tackles.
A first down carry for Henry. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to him.
Rivers on the money, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. It puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. On second down now, it's Henry. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Raiders, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping.